Season 4 of Sauna Talk, in the time of Corona, has been produced, like most all podcasts since about March, via Zoom and teleconferencing. Yet this episode breaks that mold, where two people are gathered once again on the sauna bench to Sauna Talk. Both Max and I have been under pretty strict distancing. I've just returned from 5 months at our island cabin in northeast Minnesota, very far from people and very close to nature. And Max, he's been running a tight ship with his wife due in December with their third child. So this episode is a return to Sauna Talk on the bench. And Max, he comes to sauna, banya as it is called back in his native land of Belarus. He comes through a lifelong tradition and experience. And he says, when I say 95 out of 100 Belarusians go to sauna, I mean that 95% of my friends and family that I know in Belarus go to sauna regularly. So here's a kindred spirit, Max Valadzko. He grew up with banya as a, and you'll hear about this, as a key component of his lifestyle and culture and community and that. So banya in Belarus is a way to get clean. Belarus is a country where the government shuts off hot water from time to time, and Belarus is a country with not as developed plumbing infrastructure. Belarus is a country that is pretty fucked up right now. Bad politics. Belarus is a country where people are beaten for protesting the government and the system that's in place. People lose their jobs for speaking out. People disappear and are never heard from again. Belarus is a country of great people with a fucked up government. And Max is committed to help support people in his homeland. Max is committed to build a mobile banya to help people get together, mainly people from his country who have emigrated to Minnesota. And Max and a lot of his friends who live in the U.S. buy groceries for people in Belarus who lost their jobs due to their pro-democratic political beliefs and help raise money to help people in Belarus in need. And Sauna Times is helping Max. This podcast introduces you to the wonderfulness of banya as something positive and galvanizing. In the wake of a lot of bullshit at home, Max stays positive and hopeful, thanks to his positive outlook and supported by the endorphin rush through the authentic sauna and banya experience. Please welcome Max Valadzko to Sauna Talk. This show is brought to you by Nice Mug. Nice Mug is the only mug made entirely out of ice. For more information, go to nicemug.com and enter the coupon code SAUNA for 10% off your entire purchase. Well, here we are. This is Sauna Talk, and we're here with Max. And before I introduce Max, I just got to tell you, as this Corona thing goes on and on and on, I mean, we've been doing Sauna Talk with technology like Zoom and all that. But as you guys know, that who listen to Sauna Talk, we most often do the recordings on the sauna bench. And I'm just so overjoyed to have this episode happening right now on the sauna bench with Max. And if I could just also tee up, the way that we're going to reintroduce ourselves together and getting together is smartly, like through consciousness, through living safe and living under our own kind of small circle bubbles. And Max is, I don't want to steal his thunder here, but his wife is pregnant. He's keeping us super low key. He's not exposing himself. I just got back from the island. I've been under quarantine for about 5 months on an island, and my friends have been in the woods. So I'm really comfortable with you, Max, hanging out on the sauna bench.
Same here. Plus, I've heard the guy, he's not very smart, and he's current president of the country of Belarus, where I'm from. He says, if you go to sauna, the corona will not bother you.
Yeah.
But he got sick himself like a few months, so hopefully he's got some. Anyways, no politics today.
We could do some politics.
My name is Max. I'm from Belarus. I met Glenn online, and I called him, and he called me right back because I'm looking to get a sauna for myself, and I grew up in a sauna culture. We call it banya in Eastern Europe and Belarus. In Belarusian language, it's called lazня, which is another word for banya or sauna in English, Finnish. Anyhow, I grew up going to sauna, and since I was little, my dad had one at the house where he grew up, and it was called the black sauna. The reason it was called black is because the people in the villages where my dad grew up, they didn't have money to build a nice chimney. They didn't have even materials, sometimes brick, to build a nice chimney. So what they do is they build a building, and they would have, basically they'll bring a bunch of rocks into the sauna, and then they'll cut an oil drum open, clean it out, obviously. So that would be used for the water to heat up, and then obviously the rocks, and you wash yourself after the sauna. That's kind of the ritual there. You steam, and then you clean yourself, because people in the villages, they don't have showers, so it's basically where they bathe.
So was this this black sauna, was it what the Finns call a savu sauna? In other words, was the flame within the room itself without a chimney?
Yep, there's no chimney. So you open the doors. Basically, it's very simple. You just open the doors, throw as much wood as you can at a time, and then check on it every half an hour, get it warm, get the room warm. So everything would be covered in, black tar after, 10 times. So that's why you have to wash yourself after after the sauna, because if you sit on the bench, and your butt will be dirty, it'll all black. And
do you have these plates or wooden kind of panels that you can bring into the banya
so
to sit on?
they'll build just benches like this, regular benches. But that's the banya where I grew up. It's in a village in northern Belarus. And I have good memories going there. I think till I was 13, we used to go there every summer. So
I'm getting a little bit particular about this black sauna, but I'm also quite interested. I know a lot of listeners are interested in this traditional method of banya or sauna without the chimney stack. So would you extinguish the fire before going to banya?
Yep.
And pull the ash out, and then
all
let
the ashes.
smoke escape?
All the ashes are out. All the smoke. You have the door open, so all the smoke escapes. I mean, it gets, because you have a lot of rocks. Like, imagine 100 kilos of rocks.
250
pounds.
pounds.
250 pounds. So it gets hot. I mean, the room gets hot. The rooms are built small, so the heat can, small doors.
So one more question on that, Max, is for how long would the banya be functional under this method, like for bathers? How long would it be well hot?
It would be, so for example, it would be, we'd go, we'd go me and my dad, two of us, then would go then would go my mom, and my grandma wasn't there when I was growing up already, but it would basically women would be the second, however many women go after. And then if when it cools off, little kids can go too. They just want to bathe.
A couple hours?
Yeah, a couple hours.
Yeah.
But everything is built, like the room is pretty small, but it would fit 4-6 people comfortably. Windows are small, so heat doesn't escape, and it's basically wooden logs. Structure is very simple, wooden logs, and they're insulated with moss, dried moss, and that's basically how all the banyas are built in Belarus. So that's where I grew up. We ended up getting one at close to our close to Vitebsk, where I grew up. Basically, it would be 20 minutes away from the city. My parents have a summer house. My best friend Dima, he lives 2 houses away. So right now, every time we go to Belarus, it's more of a modern sauna where you have your, chimney.
Yeah.
And
Is it a feed through the changing area? Or the cool down room is where you feed the wood? Or
yeah, I sent you the video. So basically, it's you don't feed the wood in the sauna room. It's in the steam room itself. You feed the wood through the changing area, so that way you can watch the fire, enjoy the fire, don't get too hot, and then just keep an eye on the fire. And then basically, that way there is less smoke in the sauna room itself, because the door of the chimney comes out from the...
Yeah. Would you think Dima would be cool if we posted his video on Sauna
Oh, for
Talk?
sure. That's why he sent it. Because
Okay.
I wanted to introduce... I'm surprised I didn't know about this sauna culture in Twin Cities here.
Yeah, we're kicking ass, man.
I know. I saw the videos and I'm like, I gotta talk to this guy.
Right on.
I called Glenn and...
back to you, Max. So sauna, banya, huge part of your life, right? I mean, it was it was a place of cleansing. I don't mean to speak for you, but the cleansing aspect was the paramount or the most important. I would gather. Right?
Yeah. It's basically normally it happens on a Saturday night. Weekend. Everybody is at the dacha, which is the name for the summer cottage in Belarusian dacha. That's where most of the people hang out during the summer. They have their little gardens and banyas, pretty much everybody. And then, just plays, like people go to a bar here, on Saturday or Friday night, Saturday, we go to banya. That's where we talk about our week, how that went, about what happened with the kids, what happened at work, just socializing.
Right. And is there beer involved?
Depends. So my friends and family, yes, it's after the sauna. So we'd have a couple of beers, light beers, and a lot of people, including Dima. Sometimes we do birch juice, which is very cleansing too, and very refreshing after banya.
Sounds wonderful. And it's homemade. Right?
Homemade, yeah. Everything in Belarus. I mean, you can buy it. Yeah. You can buy it at a store, but most of the people, they're old school and they live from the land. And
so now you're speaking a really great language for me. What I love about, say, northern Minnesota is the tie-in of this DIY ethos. Like all the sauna stoves were handmade. All of the saunas were, the saunas themselves were handmade, and a lot of it was, just quite frankly, is what you can afford, and you alluded to that. So I would gather Belarus has a lot of craft culture surrounding not just banya making, but making of foods and beverages. Including this birch water.
Birch water is one of them. Kvass, that's like a non-alcoholic beer. Basically, people like to make that. It's very refreshing too in the summer. And I mean, you name it, all the veggies and fruits you can grow. Like my dad juices apples, so he makes his own apple cider every fall. And like I said, you name it, they make wine off of apples, pears, black currants, raspberries. So a lot of stuff they can make themselves. It's homemade, organic. So that's how my family and friends roll in Belarus.
Beautiful. Thank you. Let's talk about you coming to America. Tell us the story.
18 years ago, October 12th, I moved here. I actually flew here from Philly wearing a pair of shorts and a t-shirt, and it was snowing here. So I'm like, welcome to Minnesota. I didn't have any warm clothes, so I have to go to Target next day and buy some warm clothes. And
why Minnesota?
I had friends here who invited me over to check it out, and then eventually I started college and Normandale, took my generals, kind of see what's up and what I want to study, and then I graduated from the U of M at class of 08. And then it was a hard time, if you remember 2008, Danny Hacker, Tom Patters, all those fun guys who were at the
Yeah.
Carson School are some of our mentors actually
Wow.
too.
Amazing.
So it's hard
just for those listening, Max is referencing two quote-unquote businessmen who everything was trucking along just great for these guys. I mean, we're coming out of 2000,
Yep.
the early 2000s. I mean, you could open a lemonade stand and make money, as you know, during that period of the early 2000s. Big growth area and big growth time. And then, boom, 2008 financial collapse.
Yep.
And these straw companies just basically collapsed, right? It all
That's
caught
what
up to
happened.
these guys.
That's what happened.
Right on? Yeah.
I lost my job 2009, and then 2010, me and my current business partner, we started our own business, which I don't want to talk a lot about today because that's not why we're here.
But
But
it's fine.
that's what I'm currently doing.
Does that involve illegal trafficking?
It's involved dealing cars. So I'm a used car dealer.
I was wondering why you wanted
I
to
have-
dodge it so
yeah,
well,
I have
but
a story.
What's your favorite car?
My favorite car is a Tesla.
Yeah, man,
But-
me too.
But I don't
Yeah.
own one because I don't need a car for daily,
Good.
regular basis. I just drive whatever we have on the lot. But
Oh, love it.
I like Volvos, so my wife, she likes XC90 because we are gonna have 3 kids in December and 3 car seats fit in a row.
And you have two now.
Two boys right now
Okay.
and then one more in December.
Well-
Maybe end of November, who knows.
Well, I had to ask, and I had to ask what you're doing, and we can chat more on your business, but I totally get it. We're here to talk sauna, and we can stay on that, but
Yep.
I really want to get into politics for a moment.
Politics? Okay.
Can we do that? I mean,
Okay.
you have a deep passion, and I want you
I
to
do.
be able to share it
I
with
do.
listeners to Sauna
I
Talk.
do. Do you like to talk about world politics, U.S. politics, or Belarus
Well,
politics today?
let's talk about where you were this afternoon and,
Okay.
and what message, what's going on. Tell us what's going on
All
in the
right,
home
so
country.
2020, Belarus had his 5th election since '94. The guy, I don't want to call his name on this podcast because it's about staying clean. We don't want to get dirty. I don't want to. But who knows? Belarus, look him up, President of Lukashenko. Oh, sorry, President of Belarus. I already spoke, tell his name. But so what happened in 2020 in August 9th, after another rigged election, a lot of people came out on the streets in Belarus. Minsk had every Sunday about 200,000 people come out in Minsk to protest.
So, Max, we were talking a little bit about what you were doing this afternoon, and we were talking about the political situation in your country. There's been 5 elections, you're saying, and things are kind of unstable. Is that an understatement, or?
It's understatement because they were unstable 10 years ago, 2010. A lot of people came out on the streets in Minsk. 2015, after Putin took over Crimea, everybody was scared in Belarus. So anyways, 2020, people got fed up again, and thousands of people came on the streets. They were brutally beaten. There were people shot to death. There were people who became disabled because of the police brutality. The special militia, they call it AMON in Belarus. AMAP. Hamon, we call them. 2020, I was at the beginning of 2020, I was very apolitical. Things were happening in Minneapolis here in May. Things were happening in Belarus in August. And I don't know, something changed in a lot of people heads, including my head. A lot of people from Belarus, a lot of my friends here, a lot of my friends in Belarus. So we are getting together every Sunday on the bridge just to show, because people in Minsk and other cities in Belarus are getting together to show peacefully that they want to change. They want live in a peaceful country. They want to live without fear. And the guy doesn't want to leave he had a chance to live peacefully, beautifully, retire somewhere in Venezuela or wherever else.
And take a lot of money with him.
Yeah, he already did, but that's not the point. People want change. A lot of people, including me, want to help. That's why we support financially, sometimes mostly, just meeting on the bridge. We have banners showing that what's going on in Belarus, creating awareness in Twin Cities. We had a car rally 1 month ago, and I was one of the organizers. And it was a red, white car rally, which is the historical flag of Belarus. And we got our message across. Over a million people on social media saw our car rally and showed that people in the U.S., Belarusians in the U.S., Belarusians in Minnesota care, Americans care. I had a lot of friends and family who supported us too at the rally. So, but anyways, we're doing every Sunday, showing us support, because people every Sunday in Belarus who go on the streets, they end up in jail, they get fines, and some people disappear. So that's scary, and that's why we're doing this.
Yeah, right on. So let's talk about sauna as it relates to this. You have a plan for this as well.
I have a plan for this. So I made a couple of phone calls. I had this idea going because I couldn't go to Belarus this summer because of COVID, and now I won't go because of the current state of mind in Belarus. So until the government changes. So I miss going to the sauna. I want to get a sauna here because I want to invite my friends, and I want to hang out with my Belarusian friends here. And that's why I'm getting a sauna.
Yeah, it's a great gathering. Sauna banya is a great gathering mechanism for people, to speak, for community, for gathering, camaraderie. Right?
Yeah, that's how we grew up. That's how we...
Are you thinking mobile?
Yeah, I want to pull it... I have a little lake, so I want to put it on the lake, so I can jump in the lake.
That's right, man.
From that
let's go get hot, huh?
Yeah, let's go get warm.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little chilly.
We'll keep talking.
Okay.
So which lake, Matt?
It's Parker's Lake.
In Golden Valley?
In Plymouth.
In Plymouth.
So...
Yeah. What a great idea. And so you'll be able, because it's mobile, you'll be able to bring the mobile banya, right?
I want to bring mobile banya to my house, and for the friends who can't visit me, which I have 2 friends in particular.
Yeah.
They're both Maxes, and they both grew up. We both grew up together. I know them since kindergarten and elementary school.
Yeah.
One lives in Canada, in Toronto.
Yeah.
And the other one lives in New Jersey. And with COVID and stuff, everybody has kids and families. They don't want to travel, so I'll just pull the trailer to them if they don't want to come visit me.
Ah, that's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. And
so, sorry, keep going.
Yeah. This idea that whoever started this, I think his name is John maybe, but I try to get hold of him too, but I was able to get hold of Glenn first. Anyways, this mobile sauna idea, I just fell in love with it, and I want to get one, and I use it every weekend because that's what I'm used to, going to banya every weekend. And that's where I want to hang out with my friends.
Right on, man. Beautiful job. So we'll talk about mobile saunas, and oh man, it goes way back, the mobile sauna thing. But there's so many great elements to it, as you know, Max. And one of the things that appeals to me for you is the ability to bring this right to the shoreline of the lake, and you don't need permits and applications and waiver forms.
Yep.
You're just free.
That's
free
the
to
plan.
sauna,
That's
free
the
to
plan.
banya.
That's the plan. I was walking on the Loose Line Trail a couple of weeks ago. I saw this trailer sitting out on the Loose Line in front of my neighbors. I talked to them, I looked them up, and I got hold of Glenn, and here we are. Enjoying the sauna and
How does this feel different from Belarus banya? What's the is there? First of all, Is there, generally speaking, is there a difference between sauna and banya in your opinion?
I think it's just the name, and I mean, like I said, most of our culture where I come from, if it's all close friends and family, like me and my dad or me and my best friends, you know, we go naked. But you know, here if you go to a sauna at Lifetime or anywhere, obviously you have to wear clothes, and because it's public. And I mean, even my friends here who have saunas at their houses, we go, you know, we wear clothes because we're in US. But I don't think there's a big difference, especially like from the place we're sitting here right now. It's cozy, it's warm. Gets the job done, gets the toxins out.
That's right.
Yep. We're having a good time, having a good chat.
Could this be Belarus? This room right here?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, because this is what white pine spur.
Actually,
Spruce?
it's all cedar.
Cedar. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we use spruce. Whatever.
But it's close.
It's close. Yeah.
Yeah. And this sauna is quite old, so it doesn't really have the cedar smell. I mean, maybe it does it smell like a banya?
Yeah.
So you're very comfortable here.
Yeah.
Should we just change our language now and just start speaking your language just to make you feel better?
Yeah, which language
Okay,
would you like
go
to
ahead.
speak?
Start.
So my
having a
native
beer.
language is Russian, because I was born in Soviet Union, and everybody in Soviet Union spoke Russian. But when Belarusian Republic became independent in '91, and Soviet Union collapsed, we really had a good time between '91 and '94 when I was in school. Really good teachers who were teaching us in Belarusian language, because that should be our native language, and so those are my two native languages, and English I guess is my third now because I live in the US. And but this is
so Max, let's talk about banya in Belarus. If you were to just take 100 people off the street randomly, how many do you think go to banya?
I'd say 95 out of 100. Another reason people go to banya in Belarus, because we live in the 21st century, but in Belarus they turn off hot water for at least a couple of weeks during summer months for fixing the plumbing. So imagine taking a cold shower. So people go to public banyas all the time. Sometimes in the winter we go to the public banya if the road to our banya at the dacha is snowed in. We can't get there. We just go. Me and my dad would go to the public banya, and that's basically, imagine Lifetime gym. Well, I guess it's not that size, but a size of a size where you can see 50 to 100 people bathing and then going to the steam room, taking turns simultaneously.
Sure.
So that's the public banya
Nice.
in Belarus and most of the Eastern European post-Soviet.
Again, is it hygiene primarily?
Yeah. I mean, it's for people. Both. So you go to the steam room where we are right now, and then basically after that you wash yourself because you don't have hot water in your apartment, and that's where people get clean.
Right. But that's, I guess that's the most fundamental reason for banya.
Yeah. That's how it was.
But it's also enjoyable. I mean, people go to banya because they love it too.
Yeah, and it's mostly on the weekend, like I said, Saturday. People are done with their work week and just want to chillax and socialize and catch up, if it's friends or if it's just random dudes, just talking about whatever politics most of the time. Yeah.
Did you think that sauna or banya would exist in America when you came here and stuff?
I knew it did, especially living in Minnesota. Some of my friends have one here. I had an idea of doing well, especially it wasn't good timing, but one of my classes at Carlson School of Business, we did a plan with a friend of mine for like a banya club. So
Yeah.
it was basically banya, Turkish hammam, and Finnish sauna together, and it would be where I think mostly guys, I think that was our demographics, would hang out after work and socialize and experience 3 different cultures, like well, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, American sauna, Finnish sauna. It's, you know, I mean, like Belarusian, Eastern European sauna. If you talk 220 Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius, that's where, you know, our standard is. For Turkish sauna, it's not as hot. For hammam, but it's you know, you get your it's like a steam room at Lifetime, basically.
Yeah.
And then just Finnish
And-
traditional American sauna, what most of the people are used to here.
Right. This was an idea you had?
This was
or-
an idea that I had in 2008 before I graduated. It was in one of my classes that we basically had to write a business plan for a company. But
Nice.
like I said, 2008 it was a good timing for it. And me and his name is Tim. We still hang out. We have kids the same age, and we always laugh about this idea. But you know, now I don't know. Who knows? Maybe one day it will happen here, because we in Twin Cities we have a great Nordic, Eastern European sauna culture here.
Right on.
A lot of people appreciate it. So if the timing is right, economy is right,
Yes.
money is right, you know, we can put it together. But
Yeah.
I want to start small. I want to get one at my house, put it on the lake,
Beautiful.
invite my friends,
Yeah.
and you know, that's kind of why
Love it, Max. Love it.
why I'm doing this.
Yeah, man. So Sauna Talk. We're on the bench. We're bringing the universality of good heat, you know, of good sauna and banya, and talking here with Max. Talking about the political problems. You know, we got that going. You know, we got that conversation. I know we could go really deep into that, and I really just wanted to keep it top line. So thank you for that, Max. I mean, we don't want to get too heavy, but
No,
I know it's a heavy thing for you, brother, and I'm
This is
feeling
very
for it.
this is very heavy, and like I said, I've never felt this way until 2020, because like I said, a lot have happened in Minneapolis, a lot have happened in Belarus, where I have friends and family that I worry about, and that's why this is why 2020 gonna be a year to remember for a lot of people,
Yeah, for a lot of reasons.
including me, for a lot of reasons. But
Yeah. Well, thoughts and prayers to your homeland, and we're hoping that we can come to better place. For those listening, you know, it's interesting in America. Those that come to sauna are come to the. I was thinking about this just recently. A lot of, you know, sauna's getting very popular, as you know, and a lot of people are coming around to sauna from a couple of different angles. You know, the cold is one. You know, a lot of people through contrast therapy
isn't there a global warming going on thing?
There's a little warming going on.
Not in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, and it's just a huge move toward health and wellness, right? And so that people are getting into,
especially with COVID, people can't go to the gyms.
Yeah.
People, I mean, they can go to the gyms, but the saunas are closed at the Lifetime.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I want to get one at my place.
And you growing up with banya, with sauna, what would you say is, for those like listening to this that are kind of getting new, you know, getting into this thing kind of fairly new? I mean, you have spent your whole life doing this. What do you think is most misunderstood about sauna that you'd like others that maybe
in
are
the
not
United
as-
States?
In general,
In
or in the United States. Let's go with the United
Well,
States. What do you think is most misunderstood?
Yeah,
Like the
'cause
first thing.
I don't think there's any misunderstandings of sauna, banya in Belarus, because it's pretty straightforward. Everybody's doing it, especially, you know, people who want to stay healthy, and it's a good way to cleanse your body. Like I said, just good way to socialize with your friends. In the US, I don't know. Like, I lived here for 18 years, and like I said, I've had friends who had saunas at their houses, but I've have a little cedar closet in my house that I can convert into, but once I saw this mobile sauna, I'm like, no, I'm doing this. I'm doing mobile. So I don't know. I think in the US in general, not many cultures who came from Scandinavia or Eastern Europe are familiar with the sauna culture here in the US. And that's why I'm so glad that in Minnesota it's so popular, and even with COVID, I mean, after that there will be a quick rebound with all the sauna activity that's going in the Twin Cities here. But yeah, I think it's just cultural. If you're first generation immigrant, I'm sorry, the 100 degrees or Celsius making me in a couple of sips of Baltica, making me
good,
making me mumble.
I'm getting max lightheaded. This is a great victory for me.
No, this is awesome.
So misunderstood for an American. Let's just say you're in Des Moines, Iowa, or something, and you see some American guy who's, oh yeah, I heard about sauna.
Yeah.
What would you say is a misunderstood? Something misunderstood about it?
Well, misunderstanding is because it's not just, I mean, for me it's where we socialize, and then secondly that's where we get healthy, and thirdly that's where we get clean. But if you look at the way, if you want to be healthy, if you want to live till at least 80, go to sauna. That's my advice.
Right on. Well, as you think about a day when you're, like today, you're coming to sauna, right? Like you woke up and you knew that you had sauna and banya in your day.
Yep.
From that moment until you go to bed tonight, like after sauna, after banya and stuff, as you think about the whole thing, even the lighting of the sauna stove, the banya stove, and going into round one, the first cycle, we talked a little bit about the routine, the steam, the creating steam. As you think about the whole experience, if you had to distill it to one moment as your favorite, the first cool down, the first steam, is there something that comes to mind? What's your favorite moment?
I think the adrenaline that you get after you come out from 100 degrees Celsius hot room into a cold lake shower plunge, that's the best, my favorite part.
As you come out of the cold, or as you go into the cold?
As you get into the cold.
Yeah.
So the change of temperatures
Yes.
and how your body reacts to it, and then all the inner reactions that happen in your body from hot to getting cool. So it's a rocket science, but I'm just talking my basic language, common talk. Having a beer with you, because I'm not a scientist. I'm not a sauna scientist, but that's how I feel, and that's why I feel this is so important to at least know the benefits of going to a sauna, and appreciate if you have one, or if you know a friend who has one, appreciate that they invite you to their sauna, like Lynn did today. We never met before, but he was very generous and show his Minnesota hospitality.
Well, it's the sauna hospitality.
Hospitality, we can call it that way.
Yeah,
that's how I feel today.
Yeah, that's
person
right.
I've never met before, and then we're having this conversation right now, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, the common feel, the common. That common experience of heat. This moment right here. If you close your eyes, would it be much the same in Belarus?
Yeah, 100%. 100%, especially not right now that we're sitting in the steam room, but at least after 3 rounds when you're chilling in the changing room for drinks and refreshments, talking to your friends, like this whole clean set of mind that you have, that's how I feel after sauna. So, we'll keep talking after we get out of the steam room, but this is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
We're gonna take a little break.
I'll ask you one more while you're still lightheaded. If you could sauna with anybody in the world, dead or alive, past or present, who's the first person that comes to mind?
Oh, if I was in paradise, let me start with this. If I was in paradise, that's a tough question, because I have a lot of people I admire. But if I end up going to hell, it'll be Lukashenko, who's the president of Belarus.
Okay.
And hopefully I'm on the other side of the chimney, throwing the firewood in.
Yeah.
But no, for me it's just My friend Dima, that's the first person I think of, because we grew up, we
Beautiful.
know each other from kindergarten, and
Yes.
we're still best friends.
So let's go with Dima, unless you have something else on that
No,
one.
Dima is
Okay, so
perfect.
let's just say you and Dima could go anywhere in the world with a mobile sauna, anywhere in the world, and sauna together. Where's the first place? that comes to
I
mind
think
for
we're
you?
gonna do it in either North Pole or Antarctica. If we can get a trailer up there. I mean, we can start with Alaska because it's continental U.S. and I can drive the trailer up there.
Beautiful.
But yeah, I mean, somewhere it's cold, or Minnesota cold in the winter. That would be a good starting point. If you can ever come visit us here,
Yeah.
politics aside, you know, but that's one of the reasons you can't come here because of the, you know.
Well, I can tell you're squirming over there, so you can go shower and hit the cold plunge.
Yep.
I'm good for another 20 minutes in here. I'm an American, man.
I'm gonna chill,
No,
take a
I'm
chill
just
break.
kidding.
It's been 23 minutes in the hot room, so I'm gonna take a little break.
I'm just
and I'll-
getting started. No, I'm just joking.
I'll come back. I'll come back. I'll bring my Vanic with, so I'll whip you up.